Got lots of love, love. Got lots of love, love.
Carpe diem. Carpe diem.
Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yours.
Water is the softest and most yielding substance, yet nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it. Lao Tzu.
Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. straight new wave. Name straight new wave.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
From esports, trying to find the angle they can, trying to find somebody out of position.
We're gonna go through on this. Oh, what a roll! White gonna go in.
It's going to be a really, really interesting one.
Oh my god. all of this competition could be so damn close, so I cannot wait for us to finally decide who's going to be the champion. We are expecting some chaos, some great moments.
Beast Mode has killed 3! Only gonna really need that Rampage, so it's gonna clear it out. Santi gonna get themselves a big old 4K. Santi's getting rid of 3, clearing out the house.
That is crazy.
Nunji actually kills 3 people.
This team feels entirely different on this faster composition. Now Saga is hanging around, getting onto the high ground. Post bomb's gonna stick onto Linky. They're not gonna be able to survive it at the end of the day. Blue manages to find a 3K.
Rio shoving this Ana into a corner. Woo! One more for the road for Rio.
That is all signs go. Melophobia with 3 Melophobia. Start the fight. They'll end the fight. Oh my god. Beaglebus, they have to play aggressively into this energy. Popping off in a moment where you needed just that. Ruby in that backline. Oh, the flick. Looking for it. Oh my goodness. The 4th one as well. Do they get the 8? They get the 8. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. The day has dawned. This is the time for, well, the last grand finals of the CGL Season 14 season. As we've got our matchup between Short Bus versus YE Snowfall for supremacy in the NA Council Open tier.
And I mean, it's only fitting that this is the last grand finals, with this being the absolute biggest bracket that we have. There's been so many matchups throughout, but it honestly makes sense for these two teams to be the last ones to end up here. They've probably been the 2 strongest teams throughout the entire season. Mental Institution kind of snuck in there for a little bit, and they did come in 3rd place here, so they're a strong contender as well. But I do think the 2 right teams ended up here. The 2 most flexible teams, teams that are going to be strongest at basically any composition they want to play. And like, we know what Short Bus is about. YE Snowfall has shown that they can compete with them as well.
Yeah, definitely, right? If we take a look at our bracket here, right, we can take a look at how both these 2 teams got to get here. And like we said, it's a big bracket, right? So it's kind of hard to see, but you can take a look at that upper bracket there, the Short Bus run through the winner's circle, only dropping 3 maps there throughout it. Obviously that matchup though that we want to take a look at is that winner's round for that winner's final, Short Burst versus YE Snowfall 3-2, which honestly surprised me a lot. I did not think YE Snowfall had it in them to come and put it to the Kings of NA for Council, NA Council, right? But they did. And now we're gonna have to see if they can show up when it matters most and take 4 maps off of them this time.
I do think it's worth noting their YE Snowfall, that is the only team that's really forced Short Bus to play the Malga composition. And I'm not sure if that's going to still be the case with the patches that came through recently. We've been seeing a lot more Orisa and Junker Queen. Lately, they've been kind of sliding more into those meta-type picks, and I think that's mostly because people don't want to play Malga. But if YE Snowfall does decide to force that Malga, will Short Bus be forced to play it again, or will they just try and not play it as much as possible as we know them to be? But like I said, again, they did force the Malga out of Short Bus in map number 5 of that last series.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, the real meta tank is not currently available for our playoffs because, well, Hazard just came out. We're not just gonna let you play Hazard in the last week of the CGL season, so you're gonna have to wait for an off-season tournament or or season 15 to see some Hazard gameplay in our CGL matches. But let's first take a look at these rosters here, Shadow, because we need to get into our games. Let's take a look. Short Bus here. Akaza, NRG, Necrise, Vabendo, and Dinks, right? Akaza and NRG are so good, right? Can take over a series, either one of them, really. And especially since Sojourn's pretty good right now. I'm really excited to see what NRG can do tonight.
No, absolutely. I hope to see some maybe Sojourn Tracer combinations. Maybe we even get to see Necrise come out on this classic Doomfist. I always say I doubt it, but then Shortbus seems to always just play whatever they want to play, so that could be an option for them. I've noticed they usually tend to play Smash, it seems like, when they're going to go for the Junker Queen, so maybe that's not going to be what they opt for here. But again, we'll kind of just have to see where that goes. But then moving on to the other team, we've got YE Snowfall for our other side here. And we got Raven and Zombie on that DPS line with Zen on the tank, and then Blossom and Silent Blaze running that support line. Zombie in particular, I've noticed, has just been like a very strong, dominant hit scan for like this entire season. So I think that's going to be a really fun matchup between them and NRG to watch for a majority of this series.
Yeah, definitely, especially if both of them are locked in Sojourn tonight. But everywhere has to start somewhere, right? Shadowfang, and we finally have our map choices coming in for this evening to start it all off. We've got Lijiang Tower to start things off, and I knew that's where it was going to be, right? Because people they're not creative.
I mean, it's the most fun control map in the game for me personally. I never have a complaint when I see Lijiang Tower come up, especially with teams wanting to play these constant brawly styles. It just makes sense to go with the most brawl favorable map being Lijiang Tower. It just so happens that everybody wants to kind of play that style, so we end up here all the time. I imagine if more dive stuff was heavier meta, we'd see something like, maybe an Oasis, maybe an Ilios, something along those lines. But, Lijiang makes the most sense out of any pick here to me.
Yeah, and then obviously after that, we don't really know where we're headed because if you're just joining us now, it is a loser picks map type and map, obviously, after that. So we'll see where we head when we get there. Again, we've been seeing a lot of Kings Road map number 2, but we'll have to see what they decide to do. I guess we're just waiting on hand cams. Since this is a console final, every player is hand camming just to be safe, be sure no one is cheating, and then we'll get ready to go right in.
Yeah, and I mean, it is funny to me how I feel like maybe old habits must die hard or something, because everyone does constantly pick Kings Row as the second map. You don't have to pick Hybrid second, like you can pick whatever mode you want, and we still just see Hybrid every time. It seems to be either Hybrid or Flashpoint for some reason. I'm not sure what everyone's fascination with Saravasa is, but that always seems to be the second.
That's the best That's the best map in the game, Shadowfang. Don't disrespect Saravasa. It's the best map in the game.
Kings Row is easily the best map of the game.
No. Kings Row, we sleep on Kings Row now. It's been out for too long. People like Kings Row too much. But we are ready to go into the game now. To start things off, we'll see who is the dominant force in NA console here tonight. As we've got our loading in, got our first look at these compositions to start. Obviously, it's not set in stone quite just yet, but right now, you call it. Necrise might be playing that Doomfist.
I mean, it's just kind of what Shortbus tends to do. They always just play it their way. Whatever the meta is, they're always going to try their thing first, unless they get forced onto whatever the quote-unquote meta happens to be. And I want to mention, too, I had the wrong name earlier. We have Turtle Boy in on that DPS line. So the Turtle Boy Akaza duel is going to be incredible. The DPS lines are going to be fighting so hard in this game, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're going to have to see here, right, as we're just waiting it out. Looking for an opening pick here. It's going to be up to Akaza. It's going to be up to Turtle Boy. But now, the rotation already coming in is... There should be an opening look for Shortbus here, as Dinks is going to get a little overextended, but Paradox is going to find Necrise first here, and now it's going to allow YE Snowfall to rotate in and try to force out, and well, they are going to force out Shortbus and have to reset.
I mean, kind of smart play there from Short Bus. Just back up, wait for your tank to get back. Don't lose anybody too early. Turtle Boy getting a lot of value on this Tracer already, though. 75% on that Pulse Bomb. That's an insanely fast charge. And nobody else really close for either side, so probably a relatively dry fight.
Yeah, as Akaza now coming back. As they're going to start off with that first pick. And now the DMAC onto Zen as well is going to be there. It's going to open things up for Short Bus to retake this point, and not before it gets too out of hand.
It's very back and forth right now. Nobody was surprised that Akaza was the one to open it up for Short Bus. That seems to always be the answer. Akaza, NRG, one of you two, please go get us a pick, and then that's going to be our opening. Turtle Boy going low, but they do have the Pulse Bomb ready, as does Akaza. So you got to be watching for these dueling Pulse Bombs here to see which one you get better value.
Yeah, as Netcries is already going to find Zombie, and Silent Blaze is running for the fills. As Netcries now getting caught out, but the healing is going to be there. The slam around, trying to get back to the team, and there they go as they get the DMEC as well on the Zen yet again. And now Short Bus have overtaken the percentage on the point.
And I mean, so basically what just happened right there, Necrise didn't get cleared. Dinks getting that pick on the Turtle Boy is tough. But if you don't clear out the Doomfist is just going to sit behind you with a powered up punch and get all that big damage off and kill your backline. So you have to clear Necrise from those areas if you're Zen. That's why you're on the Diva. You're able to clear that Doom out a lot better.
Akaza in the back line looking. Oh, no. No. You cannot let that happen. Now they're going to just rotate back to the point. Kitsune Rush is going to be invested here by Dinks. They still have an opportunity to take this back, especially if they can find a pick for Short Bus, and they do. NRG with a rail shot takes down Turtle Boy. The overclock comes through as well as the nano boost, and NRG has found Silent Blaze. They do lose Vivendo, but it's not going to matter. There's just too many picks coming in from Short Bus right now as Akaza finds two.
And again, like even losing Akaza to that remake, it really ended up not mattering that much because you had the ult economy to make up for that fact. But now you're at an ult disadvantage here. This is where Akaza has to make the play with the Pulse Bomb, because otherwise you're going to be walking into an orbital ray, and that is just not something you want to deal with if you're Short Bus.
Yeah, not at all, especially since this is last fight territory for the round for Short Bus, but you'll have to see here. Akaza looking for an opportunity, looking for their Pulse Bomb option, as NRG is going to take the head off of Zombie. There's the Pulse Bomb out. Not going to find Silent Blaze. Point is now going to be procced up, but still not taken quite just yet. There it flips over to YE Snowfalls. The trades have come through. NRG is now down, but people are pretty low on the side of YE Snowfall for the moment. Turtle Boy is going to hold the Pulse Bomb. Akaza comes through, takes down Turtle Boy now, though, as they're going to be able to maybe turn this back. Punch comes out. Necrise finds nothing, but still waiting. Almost has a Meteor Strike, and the overclock now coming in from Zombie. Dinks is now down, and this should finally be YE Snowfall taking full control at this point.
And I mean, just really great ult usage there from the side of Snowfall. Smart play by Short Bus there to try and force those ultimates out, because now you're giving yourself an extra fight to take, per se, and you're going to come in with the Meteor Strike. Dinks is getting incredibly close on this Kitsune Rush, and the only thing YE Snowfall really has to combat you is a Diva Bomb, which is really just going to be used for a remake at this elo.
Yeah, as now we'll have to see here. Can Short Bus come into this? It's cutting towards that full last fight territory. The big thing, right? Dinks has the Kitsune Rush to really start it off. Akaza needs to stay alive. Kitsune Rush now coming in, punch out, looking to take down Zen. But into the back line goes Necrise. Has the Meteor Strike to get out, and they are just going to use it. Well, they're actually going to try to use it as a play. And Akaza is going to find a pick. Silent Blaze there goes down. Self-destruct in. They are going to get the touch from their Tracer, but it's not going to be for much longer because everyone else is falling down around them here. Shadow, as the overtime bar is going to tick away, and round one goes to Short Bus.
And I mean, it was just the Meteor Strike, just allowing Necrise to stay in there a little bit longer, just was too much for the side of Snowfall to deal with. Just look at how well Necrise is doing at just corralling all of Snowfall into one particular spot with all those punches. And it's just really not allowing Snowfall to move in the way that they want to. You saw Zen basically getting caught out there on the Diva. Necrise has a punch available. You've lost your tank for that fight. So now you're pretty much done for at that point, unless somebody from your team makes an insane play, which is a lot to ask for. So I think it's a really close match so far though, and just one play here or there, Snowfall can definitely turn this around.
Yeah, definitely is. Now we load in onto tower here, and we'll see yeah, which map or who gets going to start off yet again. Is they're gonna get some healing early on, get some empowered punch off the disruptor shot from Zombie, gonna get the backline. Zombie is gonna get anteed up, but Necrise is all alone. Gonna get the healing though from Vibendo. Is gonna stay alive in the fray, in the thick of it. And as now the point is unlocked as YE Snowfall have control of it for the moment. But now losing Silent Blaze is really gonna put a damper in your plans. Now they have to play it out. They are going to lose Akaza, but the trade right onto the opposite tracer is there. Turtle Boy now down. The point getting captured up by Short Bus.
Short Bus just continuing to do a good job of just having very good point presence, which is a lot harder than you would think with a Doomfist comp in particular. Akaza doing a great job of just pressuring that backline out, and now you can see right here Snowfall beginning to kind of push this advantage that they have.
Yeah, definitely. Is now, look, Necrise is going to get super low, but the healing coming through just so clutch to keep Necrise in the fight. Point is going to flip over, though. Huge for YE Snowfall before it gets too out of hand in the favor of Short Buses. Now they're going to come in, this empowered punch, looking to do some damage with that nano boost as well, and they've already found the DMAX Zombie is going to come through, goes down, and now Short Bus back in control of this point and this fight.
I mean, what a great nano boost there coming out from Vibendo just in time. Really forces Zen out of that mech. That seems to be what Short Bus is primarily going for here. A lot of the time, they're just trying to demech Zen as soon as possible. And it does cost you the nano, but you're remaining with the rest of your ultimates, so you're not really too upset with that trade. And if you're Snowfall, I think really if you engage with this orbital ray properly, you should be able to clear Short Bus off the point and potentially just flip it with that.
Yeah, now as the rotation comes in, there's an opportunity, especially with Paradox very low. Necrise is super low as well, but is going to invest that Meteor Strike. The Paradox pick comes through, and now things might be going from bad to worse. Akaza is going to have to rotate back. They are going to be getting super low. Pulse Bomb out, not going to find anything. Self-destruct coming in from Zen as well, but they're going to get demeched and killed as well as the picks keep coming through from Short Bus. They do lose Vibendo, but it's not going to matter. It's just a consolation prize as Short Bus keeps control.
And again, just the movement from the side of Short Bus, they're doing a great job of just avoiding all of Snowfall. And I'm really not sure why Snowfall did not elect to use their orbital ray right there, because now you're just looking at the orbital ray needing to be used in this fight if you want to have a chance to cap.
Yes, now we come into this right. The rotation is in as the pick comes through. Paradox is down. Orbital Ray was invested, though. Kitsune Rush coming through, and Necrise is trying to pressure out the point, but the point is going to be pressured in, but the picks just keep coming through. You know, YE Snowfall are going to flip the point, but it's really not going to matter here, Shadow, because it's all Short Bus in this kill feed.
I mean, that all starts with Akaza. Once again, lands the stick onto Paradox. You're without your Juno for that entire fight, and what are you going to do without your Juno? That's all you're healing. So great plays from the DPS line. Once again, we're seeing the nano come on to Dinks. You know, a little bit of a troll right there, but you know the map's already in your favor, so you may as well go for it. And a strong starting performance from Short Bus to show why they are the kings of this tier at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. They might have gotten back in the lab and said, you know what, we're not gonna have to go to map 7. We're not gonna have to go along with YE Snowfall this time, right? Because well, they made them look human in the winners finals, and Short Bus has not looked human in quite a long time for the console tier, right? For the console open tier, right? And I mean, right now they're looking really good. Again, it's just up to keeping Akaza and NRG in check. Can YE Snowfall really do that? And not only that, right? You need to be able to kill the backline, because Necrise has been able to stay alive in these fights. You want to be able to get him out of those fights early on because the disruption from this Doomfist can really put a damper on your spirits.
And I mean, it makes sense, like the composition that they're playing. They're just playing the Kiri and the Ana. It's like you can empower that Doomfist up a lot with both of those characters. So it honestly makes total sense what they're going for here. The nano onto the Doomfist was incredibly strong. The one time I did see it come through, basically instantly got a DMAC as a result of it. It gives Doomfist DPS Doomfist damage, basically. So it makes him a lot stronger. Very, very strong ability usage. And I mean, I wasn't noticing Vabendo or Dinks dying that much, quite honestly.
Yeah.
So they were doing a great job of just not being in the line of sight of the DPS for YE Snowfall.
Yeah, and especially with it being having an Ana in the backline, right? Not the most mobile, not the most livable support at the moment, besides the anti-nade, right? So it is there is definitely potential if they can coordinate that dive into the backline. If they continue to run this diva, you can really you can put Vabendo in on the back foot and not have them in positions to keep Necrise alive. Because I mean, we saw so many times that Necrise was getting so low, but because Vabendo wasn't getting pressured out, because Dinks wasn't pressured out, they were able to keep Necrise in the fight and win the fight out.
A potential answer too for the side of Snowfall. I don't know if Zen plays Winston or not, but I think Winston can answer a lot of those questions actually, because you just drop that bubble right in front of those supports. You're forcing their position at that point. I mean, that's what makes bubble so strong. That's why you always see the Winston picked over the diva a lot of times.
Yeah.
And I think the same sort of principle can apply here with taking the Winston over the Doomfist if you want to take that dive mirror.
Well, it looks like we have our map choice here, and it was not something I was expecting at all. Hanaoka is the choice from YE Snowfall here, and as well here, Shadowfang, we have a substitution coming in for YE Snowfall, trying to change things up, trying to look. We're having Raven actually come in for Zombie this time, so maybe a different look, maybe a Widowmaker, maybe an Ashe could be on the cards for YE Snowfall.
Yeah, I believe the last time I watched them, Raven and Zombie do tend to play a lot of the same heroes, but if I recall correctly, Zombie is on EU ping, so this could be a potential ping fix here. They might be like, okay, I thought I could take NRG on ping. It might be a little bit tougher than I thought. Let's get the person that's not on ping. That it could be as simple as that, or there could be, like you said, a specific map play here where Zombie doesn't necessarily want to play Ashe. Zombie just wants to play Sojourn.
Yeah, it looks like Zombie is Italian, so could be a little problem, right? But we'll have to see if it makes a difference here, Shadow, because they are down 1-0 already. But again, it is a first of 4. You're not too worried if you're YE Snowfall quite just yet. But if you do lose this map, then you start to get a little bit worried, right? Because then the thought of getting swept in the grand finals is starting to go through your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to get your mental in a bad spot here. I mean, when I played in the grand finals, it was very much the same issue, so to speak. We went up 2-0 and then immediately lost the next 2 maps. So map 5 ended up being incredibly crucial in that instance. But here, I think map number 2, you really want this to be a 1-1 series. You're going to feel really good about yourselves as Snowfall if you're 1-1, because you're like, okay, we can still play with short bus. We did it last time. We can do it this time. But if you go down 2-0, you might start to lose a little bit of that confidence. And especially at this level, just the slightest loss of confidence can result in just the biggest shift. I mean, you could just go look at the Snowfall versus Mental Institution game. That was an insane sweep for Snowfall, and it started off really close. Snowfall just kind of broke Mental Institution eventually.
Yeah, as now we have to go into this map, and look at that. Look the big brain joker here. Raven coming in, playing the Ashe now for Hanaoka. We'll see if it's a real difference maker. Obviously, it can get that chip damage here, Shadow.
You're going to have to land your dynamites consistently. You've got to keep Akaza off of this backline somehow. And I think dynamite's probably one of the easier ways to do that if you're not able to land it past this Diva of Zen.
Guys, now, already come in here. Zen looking to get into the backline. Hey, they're already starting off, trying to force out positioning from the supports. And now Nekrise, is going to be peeling back as well as the rest of the team is going to be there as well. His point is being pressured out by YE Snowfall. They are already about halfway to it, so you've got to be mindful if you are short bus for the moment. The punch comes through and Turtle Boy is down now, and now things can go back in the favor of short buses. Now they get the DMAC, now looking for more picks. Nekrise is just able to do so much for short bus right now.
And Turtle Boy just kind of getting caught out with that punch, and that's going to do it for first point. It's really that simple. These teams are close enough. As soon as you get that one pick, that's really going to be it for you. So you cannot, if you're Turtle Boy, you kind of just have to take the duel with Akaza. You can't really try and go off on any sort of solo missions because that Doomfist can come get you so fast. And we know how good Nekrise is with landing those punches.
Yeah, definitely. Now, going into point letter D, I'll say. We'll see if they can get back into the control of things here. Akaza has the Pulse Bomb available. Those Turtle Boy is about to get theirs as well. Who can find a pick in it is the real question right now, as the Pulse Bomb comes through from Turtle Boy, but it's not going to find anything. Akaza still waiting for an opportunity to use theirs. Nano Boost now coming in on to Akaza into the back, or not into Akaza, Nekrise into the back line. Goes Nekrise as well, and they are going to, help take Silent Blaze out. Self-destruct coming in from Zen. Meteor Strike comes through on to, they might not even need to use it onto anyone because Short Bus, in the meanwhile, have found all the picks they need to take control of point D.
I mean, I just love the aggressive nano boost onto Nekrise there. It just forced so much positioning. We saw how many people were just stuck there in the backline for YE Snowfall. And you managed to get the Diva Bomb out as well, so no remake available for Zen in this next fight. But you do have to deal with the Orbital Ray. We know how strong that ultimate can be. I think this is going to hinge on Akaza landing one of these sick Pulse Bomb sticks here if the side of Short Bus really wants to win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, they still didn't even have to invest that. And Nekrise is already going to find 2. No way. 3 for Nekrise. Starting it off strong yet again. Getting to play the Doomfist, the character which they love. Point 1 ticked up. Already going. Looking for point 2. Bob going to come out. And Raven is going to take down Vibendo. And now there goes their hopes of capturing it up as quickly as they would have hoped. As now Dinks falls down as well. And the retreat Foley has to come in from Short Bus.
I mean, you're really not too upset with that if you're Short Bus. You get the Bob out, so you force an ult. You didn't force the Orbital Ray in the rally, which is what you would have wanted to force. Just really get those expensive key ultimates out. But now, on point number D, if you're YE Snowfall, you need to go aggressive and early here. Just go aggressive and early. Try and clear out the first person that you see from Short Bus with these support ults.
Ooh, and a nice shot coming in there onto Akaza as well is going to be huge from Raven, who's still, with Akaza still not using that Pulse Bomb, and Nekrise is going to get caught out early in this fight. So this point D could quickly go into the favor of YE Snowfall, and they might just be giving it up here.
I mean, yeah, that's Raven right there. Hitting that headshot onto Akaza was everything. You get this point for absolutely nothing now. You've still got those support ults I mentioned before, and Zen's built up to a whole other self-destruct. Short Bus does have their 2 DPS ultimates, so again, nice one clip there.
Good sleep on to Zen in the backline, but Vibendo now getting caught out, and NRG is going to get caught out as well, and it looks like we might be tied up here on Hanaoka.
Snowfall just continuing to do a good job of pushing this advantage that they have, but Akaza taking down Paradox, that is a tough loss to take. and this could be a recontest from short bus.
It really could. Is if especially if Akaza can find another pick here. They still have the pulse bomb option. Nano boost is going to come through, and Raven is going to go down. So hey, maybe it's not tied up here with the picks coming through from short bus on the recontest on point C here. Orbital Ray is going to be invested though. They have this opportunity, and Akaza though is going to find Silent Blaze, finally using that pulse bomb, getting value. They are just going to push back. Orbital Ray not going to really find the value that you were hoping for. Now Overclock coming online, and NRG's found Paradox yet again. Going down. Vibendo is going to get traded though. Self-destruct invested, getting that remech in, but no, they're not. They're not going to get the remech. Pulse bomb did come through from Turtle Boy, did get a stick, but no one goes down. Dinks has the Kitsune Rush if they do so need it, but well, they're not going to need it with Turtle Boy falling.
And I mean, if you're YE Snowfall, you had to win that fight when you used that orbital ray. Like, in the moment you used the orbital ray, that was when you had to take that fight. You didn't take the fight, it was an easy flip for short bus at that point. They've got like the burst damage on their side, the short bus with the Doomfist. So you have the sustain advantage with the Juno. So when you use the orbital ray, you must win the fight that you use the orbital ray in, or it's going to be just an instant flip from short bus because you're going to be overextended and you're going to get burst down.
Akaza is going to get caught out here by Zen early on, and so might Necrise as well. They do. Raven landing that shot with the Viper, taking them down. Sleep onto Zen for the moment as they're trying to run away, trying to stay alive. Bendo is going to get that anti, but they are still going to go down. So D going to go be back into the favor of YE Snowfall for this fight of it. It's going to be, might be all down to point C here.
Oh, it's gonna come down to the wire here. Hopefully YE Snowfall can potentially take this point, but if you're short bus, you've got the Kitsune, and Necrise has that Meteor Strike available, as well as Akaza getting close on that Pulse Bomb. Nice pick.
And there's the Pulse Bomb coming in, taking down the shield. There goes two. And now NRG can find the shot onto Paradox, trying to build up to that orbital ray. Now the point is unlocked. Pulse Bomb is in. Not going to find anything is Turtle Boy. So now Zen is back from spawn, trying to pressure out the point here. They still have to deal with this Kitsune Rush. They still have to deal with the Meteor Strike as it comes in here. Kitsune Rush, Bob on as well, and is going to be pressuring the point for the moment as Meteor Strike back into the enemy squad. Zen has the self-destruct if they do so need it to remech into this thing as point is now being pressured in. Rally out as Vibendo is down. Not what you wanted to see. Self-destruct coming through to come back into this fight. Necry is still very low, needs some healing, needs to be able to pressure this point out if they want to get a hold, but Necry is so low. Not having Vibendo right now is not good at all, and they are going to have to rotate back to point B.
What a retake from YE Snowfall. It did not look like they were going to be able to take that point for the longest time there, but now you've actually put yourself in a good advantage having that orbital ray. Paradox needs to stay alive here. You cannot let them go down to either this pulse bomb or this this rail that's about to come out from NRG.
Oh, but a nice anti comes through and two go down. Now this is all short bus's fight to win at least, as Zen is gonna get staggered out there late, and that might just be the end of it all here. Shadow, the point is being ticked up, and it's all but over here with a pulse bomb and the punch. As short bus takes map number 2.
Oh, and I mean, I really think that that orbital ray should have come out as soon as you got on the point. If you're Paradox, like, you know, short bus has been consistently targeting you and getting you out when you have this orbital ray online. You have to know this is last fight. I've got to get this ultimate off no matter what. So you taking that ult to the next map, I guess, you know. What a great play here from Necrise, too. Doing such a great job on this Doomfist, as they always do, so I'm not super surprised by that. But YE Snowfall had their opportunities here as well. Like I said, they did a good job on a few of those points of being aggressive early on with their ult usage. And every map they lost, they waited a little bit to use their ults, and somebody would get picked by NRG or Akaza every single time. So they need to keep their pedal, they need to keep their foot on that pedal if they really want to take this series.
100% right. A couple things go their way. We're talking about a tied series right now, instead of a 2-0 lead for Short Bus. Finally, looking like that team that took them to the map 5, at least 4 in glimpses, right? But not being able to really win those fights when they have that advantage is coming to bite them currently. Right now, they're down 2-0. Still, they have 2 more maps to give, right, before they have to lose. It's still a first to 4, so you can still come back from it. Will YE Snowfall come back, tie this series up? You'll have to find out right after this break. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get rip roaring and going to map number 3. And well, map number 2 was kind of an interesting choice to go to, but we're back on to more standard picks coming in, and we're headed to Kings Row.
And I really think here, if you're Snowfall, you're just at this point, you're just probably picking a comfort map, picking something where we know what to do here. We're not going to be confused about any of our, the processes, the series of events that we plan for all of our fights. And so you may as well go to the most comfortable map on the game for every player. Everybody does scrims row constantly. Everyone loves the map. Everyone plays it. So might as well go to it just to see if you can try and flip this series around here before you put yourself in a 3-0 deficit. And that's going to be insanely hard to try and crawl out of.
Yeah, and as well, we'll have to see here, because Short Bus has made a swap as well of their own, right? We've brought Smash in to play that hit scan here instead of NRG.
Yeah, I'm really not too sure thinking behind this. Maybe they just want to get Smash some play time, get some Ash gameplay. But we know NRG is good at every single hit scan in the game. So unless there's some sort of secret strategy that I just can't think of right now, I'm not too sure what the idea is going to be here. Unless maybe they're doing just 2 flex DPS. But I get the feeling it's probably just going to be an Ash.
We're going to have to see here, obviously. Just waiting for the readies. And then we'll head straight into Kings Row and see, well, who's going to win it? Is YE Snowfall able to take this map, claw back into the series, bring it to a 2-1? Or is Short Bus going to be taking a stranglehold on this series with a 3-0 lead? We'll have to find out in a few short moments here, Shadow.
I think this is going to be a good opportunity for Raven to potentially come out on the Widowmaker. That could be another reason that YE Snowfall tried to pick this map. Widow's generally pretty good on Kings Row. It's kind of, Kings Row is such a good map because you can play so many different kinds of things here. But it looks like initially, at least, Raven is going to stick on the Ash. So same composition still going to come out for the side of YE Snowfall. It does look like, at least for the time being, Akaza is going to come out on that Widowmaker, probably just going to take one shot on the attack and then swap off. But it looks like Smash is just coming into play, the Sojourn, just like NRG was. So maybe it was just an issue of playtime. Maybe NRG had to go grab some food or something real quick. I don't know. There's some sort of strat here I'm just not sure of.
Maybe just Smash more usually just plays Kings Row. Maybe they like the look from him maybe a little bit more. We'll just have to find out. Smash still a very good player as well, so it's not like it's going to be a difference in mechanics. We'll have to see though if it is a difference in communication, because well, Short Bus have looked strong, and well, Akaza's already down for the count here. Necrise is going to get the trade, though. Turtle Boy now gone as well, so there is still definitely the chance for this fight to go their way, as Necrise is going to be in the back here. The punch comes through. The picks are going to not come through quite just yet. There's the pick onto Raven, though. And now Necrise is taking positioning, taking this high ground and forcing everyone away from where they want to be. Akaza is low, though. Can't really force out that fight with Turtle Boy quite just yet, as Paradox now falling down. The recall on to try to get back to that. But there's the picks coming through yet again, as Short Bus are going to be taking control at this point, it looks like.
And I mean, that initial trade onto Turtle Boy right there, that's what makes Necrise so valuable on the Doomfist. So you think you win the 1v1. I mean, you do win the 1v1 if you're Turtle Boy there, but you immediately just get punched by a Doomfist when you're trying to sort of reset and, push your advantage if you're YE Snowfall. So that's the thing that just isn't able to happen right now because of how good Necrise is at playing this Doomfist. There is just instant peel onto anybody that is seen getting into trouble, and they're just getting punched away or potentially getting punched to their death just every time.
Yeah, we'll have to see here now as they go into this, trying to push it out. There's a nice pulse bomb stick onto Vibendo, and that could quickly turn the tide of this fight back into the favor of YE Snowfall, as they are going to use that speed ring, get into positioning, and, well, take down Necrise here early on. Now, though, they are going to have to worry about this respawn. Smash is going to go down late, though.
No, it is definitely. I think that's a really good play from. Oh, Turtle Boy going just a hair too far there, just trying to get that extra kill and paying their life for it. Now, if you're Snowfall, you probably are going to have to back up because you're just looking at too many ultimates available for Short Buzz, and you don't have your Tracer to force this duel with Akaza anymore.
Yeah, they are still going to try to force it out, right? They don't want to give away this defensive positioning that they have very easily, right? As Zen is back, but Necrise is taken down. Paradox, who still has not been able to build up to this orbital ray quite just yet. Necrise is very low, though, but the healing is going to come through from Vibendo. Now going to rotate around, and Zen might get taken out here. They are. The D-Mech going to come through, but the self-destruct to get back in the mech going to come in as well, but still, Short Buzz have ultimates.
All of their ultimates, for that matter. And, I mean, if you're YE Snowfall, you need to build up these support ults as fast as you can to just try and somewhat compete with this Nano on the Necrise.
Punch comes through, and Raven is down. Silent Blaze investing the rally to stay alive, stay up and healthy. Now Paradox is back. They are going to invest the orbital ray on the point, and picks are going to come in with the Kitsune Rush invested. Zen is going to get D-Mech now, though, as Necrise going to have to go into that Meteor Strike to take get some healing. And now Zen is down as the punch looking to come through, almost finding that punch onto Turtle Boy, but Akaza is and Necrise are trying to force out Turtle Boy for the moment, but the respawns are coming back from YE Snowfall.
And that's the advantage you get here at the back of second. You just have spawn advantage if you're YE Snowfall. Great job of just staying alive here. You don't really have to kill anybody just yet. You can probably go for this back line. Oh, the pulse bomb goes just a little wide, and there's Necrise just ready for the recall.
Yeah, just a nice punch in response to get Turtle Boy out. Necrise is going to have to retreat here, get some healing now, though. Smash is going to get caught out. Necrise might get caught out as well, but Akaza is going to be there with the pick onto Raven. And they might be able to find Silent Blaze. No, not quite yet. Yes, they are still going to find that pick now. The Pulse Bomb back up and ready for Akaza, and they're going to find Turtle Boy, who is trying to get an angle for themselves, but just going to be punched away as Zen's all alone in the backline trying to take out these supports here. Is going to be pressured out, but still not going to really do much for him quite just yet, as Turtle Boy had to force that recall already. Not going to have it for this late fight. Now the Pulse Bomb comes out, is going to get taken down. Silent Blaze is gone. Orbital Ray invested. Self-destruct on the point, though. Could find some value. Not going to do that, but still buys him time, right? So there's still a chance for YE Snowfall to come back into this, but not looking too good.
There is definitely recontestability here, but I mean, really, if you're YE Snowfall, all you can do is potentially force ults, and Necrise getting another pick, and you force the Kitsune, and there's the point cap. I mean, there's not much you can do if you're Snowfall here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't hate the, I mean, you'd like to have the Kitsune Rush back, but you don't hate it either if you are Short Bus, because it gives you second point now. And Dinks has been charging those up pretty easily, right? So you don't hate it right now, especially with the Nano Boost going to come in, and now they've forced Turtle Boy off that Sojourn, right? Into they forced Turtle Boy off the Tracer into the Sombra, trying to deal with Necrise. Finally, going to get to deal with the pest that Necrise has been.
And I mean, I honestly think it's a smart play. You could tell Short Bus's comp is basically all just built around Necrise doing as much as possible. So just stop him from doing as much as possible, and there you go. So we get the D.Va swap, and if you're Zen, you're really happy to see that. A D.Va mirror is much easier to take than trying to play D.Va into a, I guess, more divey style tank with the burst damage.
Yeah, they had to try to figure something out, right? Well, they've already figured something out, right? Because Zen is gone. Pulse Bomb out from Akaza is not going to find anyone. Just finds the shield for the moment, at least. But Silent Blaze is getting pressured out here by Akaza. Can't really force the position onto the point now, though. Sombra in the back line here is trying to at least focus out players for the moment. Still aren't going to be able to find anything. Smashed out. Going to take a trip into the underground of Kings Row for the moment. Still, picks keep coming in from Short Bus, so they have an opportunity to come back into this, but I think they're going to wait it out.
No, it'd probably be smart to just wait it out, try and build up your support ults. You're really close to them. You could potentially just overwhelm Snowfall with them, as you've done pretty much every time you've used them. And I mean, you're already about to DMAX Zen again. Oh, wait, they saved Zen.
Yeah, they save Zen, and the Orbital Ray is going to be invested here onto this fight. EMP going to come through as well here, and it's going to be a big one. They do find Dinks, and now they find Vabendo as well to keep things going, but Akaza was forcing out the point, did allow them to not find as many picks as they were hoping to with EMP, but they still stopped them.
And you do at least sort of deny pretty much every bit of value you could from the Kitsune Rush. And now, if you're Short Bus, are you still going to nano Necrise, or are you going to go for the nano onto the Overclock here? I think both are more valid options now that you don't have the Doomfist on your side. So I'd love to see the way they're going to play this.
Now they come in here, or Overclock on to from Smash, as well as that nano boost, but Zen is going to just find out Vabendo here, so that might just be the point done. They cannot find the completion of King's Row here unless there's a hero play coming in from Akaza or someone, as Necrise is going to go down. Akaza is still on the point, though, but they're going to have to recall for the moment. They are going to get a last-second touch. They're going to keep procking this overtime here, but are they going to be able to do that as Akaza finds Silent Blaze? Vabendo is going to go down. They are going to get the touch in from Smash, but, well, Dinks is still on the point for the moment. They are going to get a decent little push, though, there, right? They would have loved to capture, but still, Short Bus get a good distance. But YE Snowfall have a set win con here.
They absolutely do. You have to full cap the map, which is no easy feat, but you found the answer to stopping Necrise from just kind of inting into your back line over and over again and just getting those picks with that punch. What do? Well, you got a Sombra. Now you're going to hack Necrise every single time they try and come in on the Doomfist. Necrise realizes after one fight, immediately swaps Diva. You like Zen's advantage into that matchup against Necrise. Not that Necrise is bad at Diva or anything, but Zen is just primarily a Diva player. So you like the way that this is going right now if you're the side of Snowfall. And yeah, I think Turtle Boy needs to stay on this Sombra. Just do not allow Necrise to play that Doomfist, and you don't have to worry about that X factor that he can be on that character. You just have to worry about a more normal composition. I'm seeing on a Brig right here from Short Bus. It makes me wonder if Necrise might come out on... Okay, yeah. So Diva makes sense to me here. Take the Diva mirror. If nobody wants to play Winston, then Diva makes total sense to me here.
Yeah, Turtle Boy, though, going over to Venture. An interesting decision. We'll see how it works. Tectonic Shock, very good. At least in... Oh, okay, good. Thank you. We're not going to worry about Venture at all. Cool. Going back to Sombra.
No, I'm not surprised at all, because if you go Venture, you're going to allow Necrise to go back onto that Doomfist, and then you're just going to have to go Sombra again. So just save us all the time and just be Sombra from the beginning, you know?
Yeah, no, 100% with you there. Right now, though, both these two teams vying for positioning, looking to keep this defense, or at least to start the defense off strong if you're Short Bus. And YE Snowfall looking for that one key pick that they can find. Paradox, though, is going to get anteed up, and they could take them down. Yeah, Necrise is going to be able to take Paradox out, and that should just be force a reset from YE Snowfall.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. Just good antes again. Vabendo doing a great job on this Ana. Now that you're seeing the Ana Brigida backline, it's going to be a lot harder to engage onto this backline if you're Zen. You're going to have some sort of like some sort of pre-engagement with Turtle Boy, which is significantly harder to do now that Sombra can't just be perma-invis. So that's a tough ask, and you still have to mark Akaza on this Tracer. That still has to happen, so it's going to have to be Raven doing it as opposed to Turtle Boy now.
Is now Akaza is gonna get caught out there. Huge opening pick for YE Snowfall. We'll have to see though. If they can continue going into this. Point is gonna be captured, at least one, but Paradox falling down early yet again is disastrous for YE Snowfall. You cannot continue to get picked like this. If you are the linchpin of the composition, that orbital right is so important. As short bus are going to be able to hold for a moment longer.
It really feels like Snowfall is not taking their advantage when they have it, and Short Bus is making them pay for it. Now here comes the Nano onto Necrise.
Yeah, going to be forcing positioning yet again. Zen having the self-destruct is huge to get back into it, right? As Akaza going to go down, the huge anti-nade comes through. Taken or gone away now. And pressing the point is YE Snowfall. Self-destruct going to come in, but Silent Blaze goes down. Dinks investing the rally here. Point being procced up, and second point has been taken. Now they just have only 29% to go, but Short Bus are still in control for the moment.
We're down to a minute and a half. YE Snowfall does have all their ultimates available. I think this is the key here is just gonna be, can Turtle Boy get a really big time EMP? That's gonna be the linchpin ult for this fight.
EMP comes through, but it only finds the Necrise. It's huge, though, right? They don't have the self-destruct to get back into mech, though. There's still a chance that they can hold on to this, but losing Vabendo, probably not going to hold on to this any longer. Akaza is going to find a late pick onto Raven, but that's all they're going to find as Turtle Boy cleans it up.
And I mean, the Sombra is the key to this composition, working as well as it does right now. So Turtle Boy just needs to keep being in the back line, laying on that pressure, getting all those hacks off, just throwing those viruses, getting all that big damage. And now, if you're the side of YE Snowfall, you've got the overclock, you've got bomb, and you have orbital ray. Orbital ray being the big key ultimate here. Same thing I was talking about map number 2. You need to go first. You cannot allow Akaza and Smash to set up. Like right here, Akaza needs to be getting pressured out right now by somebody. You can't just let Akaza sit here knowing that Akaza has Pulse Bomb.
Zen gonna get antied up and almost gets taken down there. Has to go back to their team. Pulse Bomb gonna come through. Stick comes in. Paradox down yet again. A huge pick continuing from Short Bus. And I mean, hey, they've figured out their win con, right? Shadow. If they can continue to find Paradox, they're gonna continue to find success.
No, absolutely, that is the case. And you really need to. You have the D.Va, right? D.Va's strongest ability is the ability to peel. So what they're doing is they're trying to force all that peel out by just kind of pressing Zen as hard as they possibly can. But you need to just remember and keep in mind that if that Pulse Bomb is available, you can eat it if you're Zen.
Nano Boost coming in onto Necrise. Zen very low. Gonna retreat back to their team, get their healing up. Is still gonna wait it out for the moment, right? Still waiting for this orbital ray. Is going to come finally online here, and Necrise is going to get caught. Okay, they do get caught, but the self-destruct going to come back in, overclock in from Raven into the thick of it, in the middle of that orbital ray. Now with the EMP coming on board, finally taking control. Maybe not. Necrise and Akaza are still alive, right? So there is still a chance. Rally going to have to be invested here by Silent Blaze. And the retreat going to come in, but Short Bus still have an option or opportunity to hold this.
And I mean, that was basically all ults being used from both sides. At this point, all that's going to be left, Akaza has this Pulse Bomb again. Are YE Snowfall aware? Are they ready for it? Because again, you have a really good composition for dealing with this Tracer and not allowing them to just be there on your back line. You just need to make sure you're clearing Akaza out. Yes, this is what needs to happen right here. Have this duel going on, be communicating with your team, and make sure everybody knows where this guy is.
The Raven's going down, though. I mean, that was just textbook boxed in there by Akaza. Now the Pulse Bomb comes in, and Silent Blaze is down, and Akaza is a one-man wrecking crew in the backline, forcing everyone out. Zen is going to get slept up and taken down. There goes Paradox as well as the reset comes in. Akaza does pay for it with their life, but you'll take that trade all day, every day.
No, absolutely. You have the advantage as well if you're short buzz, spawn advantage, so you're really not too upset with this outcome here. Snowfall is going to have to reset. No ults really available for their side. Vabendo going to have this nano, probably going to give it to Necrise once again whenever they just kind of go in on this back line of Snowfall, so be prepared for that to happen once again.
We're gonna have to see. The point is being forced by YE Snowfall as overtime is now up and roaring to go as Turtle Boy is down. Huge opening for Short Bus. Zen is gonna find a pick onto Vabendo, but it's not going to matter. The picks just keep coming from Short Bus here. Zen is still on the point. They have the self-destruct to buy more time. Self-destruct on the point. Raven down. Now though, they're gonna keep trying rally in to really stabilize, take down Zen. Overtime ticks away. Short Bus are up 3-0.
And you had a good response if you're YE Snowfall, but it was same situation as map number 1 and 2. You would have advantages in particular fights, and Akaza would flip it with a pulse bomb stick, or Necrise would land a Doomfist punch and kill somebody, when realistically that shouldn't be what happens if you're like following a flow chart, if you will. So it's just been great plays being made from Short Bus that's making this look like not as close of a game as it really has been up until this point.
Yeah, right. Now it's really on YE Snowfall to come back and take this next map because your backs are against the wall. You cannot afford another map loss or you're getting swept in the grand finals. As we'll have to see here, Shadow, where they decide to take us. They've already taken us to Clash Point. They've already taken us to Hybrid. Then they've taken us to Control as well. So it's up to Push and it's up to Escort where they decide to go from here.
I mean, you might just want to go with like a Coliseo, just force a full-on brawl if you can. But it really feels like Snowfall is not going to swap off of this Diva composition. And so if you're not going to swap off the Diva comp, you may as well just go Route 66. Just go on like a full-on dive map and just keep going with what you think the correct pick is. But if you want to swap to a more brawly playstyle, I think you could go with any one of the push maps would be good, but Coliseo is going to be the easiest one to try and play.
I mean, yeah, this is interesting, right? They're almost forcing this Diva right now. For YE Snowfall. I mean, they've found value, but it's just not pushing them over the edge. Something's gotta change up, I think, right? And that shout with Coliseo could be an option to go for. They've just got to be able to figure something out, right? It's do or die for them here.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, if you don't want to play the full-on counter for Necrise at this point, then, and when I say that, I mean just playing Sombra, you could play the Orisa composition, but then you would have to be super aggressive and going at the squishies for the side of Short Bus if you're going to be playing that comp, and Vabendo has to be dealt with. I mean, just being totally honest, like Vabendo seems to be the linchpin across most all of these compositions. 100%. That is the person that has been absolutely dominant, not really dying, winning 1v1s against DPS players sometimes even. Like you've got to deal with this character, and the map pick is in. It's kind of a combination of both things that I said previously. They're going Esperanza, so they're going to force the Diva comp again. That's what's about to happen here. I see no world in which the Diva comp is not continued to be forced. They're probably just going to go Diva Tracer Sombra, and it's going to be the same comp that we just saw on King's Row, but played for the entirety of the map this time.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out here. Going into what could quite possibly be our last map of the CGL Season 14. Could it be all over here? YE Snowfall need to win a map, or Short Bus is going to be crowned champion yet again.
No, absolutely. And they're so capable of taking a map. They just need to be consistently laying that pressure down. Don't don't let Akaza set up. Don't let Smash or NRG set up. That's the big key here because we would see it several times. Akaza would just be squatted in the back line. Nobody's really clearing him out when he's got that pulse bomb. He knows exactly how far he needs to go to land this sticky onto either one of the supports, and he was doing it very consistently. So you can't allow that to occur when you have a diva that should, in theory, be able to help out a lot with that.
We'll have to see, right? I don't think we have any substitutions here for either of the teams, so it's they're going in with the same 10 that we saw on Kings Row. Is it this is where they need to win? I mean, I keep harping on it because I mean,
Yeah.
What else am I gonna harp on, right? Because this is all this could all be over in about 10 minutes here, Shadow.
Oh, it really could be. That's one good thing about a push map is it's a guaranteed time on that. You know, we're not gonna be here for forever like you could potentially be hitting a a 5-4 Kings Row as I've done more than once when wall casting. But
Well,
here we are, Esperanza.
We could be on a late if we have a reverse sweep per se on this map in overtime, right? But I think I don't think we're gonna see that. Don't think we're gonna see that.
It's gonna be a tough ask for sure. But again, it's gotta be if you're running the Tracer Sombra, Vabendo needs to be afraid for their lives a majority of the time here. Like that just has to be the case if you're running that back line. You're not dealing with a Doomfist anymore. You got the Diva, so you got to like cause this Ana. This Ana feels like the person that you can actually kill in this composition now, so that has to be who you go for.
100%, right? Whenever they've been able to pick Vabendo, they win the fight. And then they're going to start to try to do that already. Turtle Boy is incredibly low. Going to get the heals, get back into the thick of it. Now, though, Silent Blaze is going to overextend, go down, and so is Paradox. Maybe not. Going to get healed back up. As now they are going to lose Zen early on, and that's going to be a quick fight win for Short Bus.
I mean, honestly, we're just seeing a lot better timing come out from Necryze on these dives right now, because you saw right there, as soon as Necryze went in, nobody was there for the side of Snowfall. Just pure missiles going onto a Brigitte, and they're just instantly down. Whereas you go to Zen, there's instant defense matrix, there's a Suzu thrown out. You know, you got all these abilities coming out that's stopping those characters from dying.
As now, this point might just be taken here. What are they doing? They're just giving. No way. Okay, I was about to say there's just no way they just give forward spawns to a Short Bus like that. But they've already lost Silent Blaze, and now you might lose another one. They do. Paradox is going to go down, and Dinks was getting pressured out, but they're not going to go down either. As Necryze with that the D Matrix going to do a lot of work there.
No, the defense matrix coming out from Necryze right now has been immaculate. It's been perfectly timed, like every single time it's been needed. I wouldn't be surprised if Necryze eats this pulse bomb that's about to come up from Raven here shortly. You're going to see Paradox does swap over to the Ana themselves, probably looking for an anti-play, but it's going to be a lot harder to get off when you have to deal with the Suzu.
Yeah, Smash is going to get pressured out, but Turtle Boy is down already yet again. When forward spawns have been activated by Short Bus. Huge boon now for YE Snowfall to go through. Now the sleep, though, on to Necryze. The nano boost might just be wasted and is going to be wasted up for the time. As now Raven looking for an opportunity. The Pulse Bomb up and ready here. And they are going to look to force out Akaza, our Kitsune Rush now going to come in here in response, pushing them back. An interesting one. Not really out of the point, but the stick comes through. The Suzu comes in, and Paradox is going to be the one traded out, who's made the swap over to the Ana as well here. Raven very low, and Dinks is going to take them down.
And I mean, you got to have a response here if you're Snowfall. Right now, you're just kind of rolling over, just kind of letting Short Buzz walk on you right now, and you just need to do something. Just like try and force something out. Turtle Boy already about to go down again on this Sombra, and you really need that EMP for this next fight.
Yeah, now we have to see if they can hold us out. There's the EMP. It's a huge one, and Necrise is going to get taken out. Now the rally going to come through as well. Finally, looks like YE Snowfall have taken control of the point for the time being.
And great job here from YE Snowfall. I'm really surprised to see them not taking the high ground here early on. Looks like the supports are potentially going to be staying on the bot, moving that forward. So that's going to be a tough spot to be stuck in. But Turtle Boy getting both supports is absolutely massive. That's what you need if you're YE Snowfall.
Yeah, right. That is huge early on. And now it's going to buy some early bot progress for YE Snowfall, trying to at least get these forward spawns here.
And they are going to get this push a little bit. Vabendo having this nano could be big time right now because it's been so strong, this nano onto the D.Va, giving Necrise that advantage. But the nano overclock.
Yeah, Nano Overclock going to come in. Necrise is going to have to invest to self-destruct here. Zen going to go down. Self-destruct invested here as well. And Zen is going to go down to the Disruptor shot. Huge opening from Smash there to get the D.Va out. Paradox in the backline. Going to take Dinks down as Turtle Boy is going to use the virus on the Smash, but they might go down as well. No, going to cloak up and get out. Maybe as Necrise is trying to hunt them down currently.
You get some progress there if you're Snowfall, but you burn ultimates in the process of losing the fight as well. So that is just a tough fight to lose. And here we go. Snowfall going to be taking this fight back at mid, it looks like. Going to have to deal with a Kitsune Rush and a Pulse Bomb from Akaza, and those have been sick so far.
The huge thing is, right, they stopped those forward spawns coming back. So this is an even spawn right now, as now the Kitsune Rush coming in from Dinks. EMP is available from Turtle Boy, and they're going to use it in the backline. Is going to force out Smash. Vivendo going to go down as well. A massive EMP. They are going to lose Paradox to the Pulse Bomb of Akaza, and Akaza is now going to find Silent Blaze. Necrise and Akaza still alive, can do so much work for Short Bus that they could, in fact, turn the fight on its head with just those two, and they definitely are.
They did manage to do a really good job there. I think Zen is probably going to push this bot a few meters and then just kind of bail on it. Like, you can't stay there for too long. Smart job there from D.Va, just retreating, waiting for the rest of your team to get back. And now it's starting to look like the side of Snowfall is getting back. No ultimates available for either side here, so it's going to be a pretty dry fight incoming.
Yeah, here. They have the self-destruct available, but again, we've been talking about that. That's not really an engagement tool anymore. Who's dying to self-destructs in 2024 here? Is Kazik now going to be forced to reuse the recall? Now, Rally comes in from Silent Blaze. Smash going to go down early, and that could be huge. Banana Boost going to come through. Zen going to be taken out. And, oh, wow, no, he doesn't go down now. The self-destruct is going to get invested, and they're going to be able to take down Paradox. It looks like Paradox is dying to self-destructs in 2024 there, Shadow, as Short Bus take back control.
And I think that is like an actual caster curse in action, because I don't know the last time I saw a D.Va Bomb get a kill at this rank. So I'm gonna say that's your kill right there. You did a good job. Akaza still has Pulse Bomb available. Paradox probably gonna nano up Zen in this fight, give them a little bit of an advantage. Watch out here for Akaza though. There's the stick again.
Stick again, Silent Blaze is down. Again, it's just so hard to take these 4v5 fights into maybe a 3v5. Yep, yes, there goes Paradox as well. Turtle Boy might fall down as well. Nano Boost is going to be invested into Zen, but it's not going to find much. Turtle Boy, though, is going to find that pick. Pulse trade, though, going to come through, and Necry still just finding these picks for Short Bus.
Yeah, a couple of low health targets there. Raven sitting on this back line trying to get this pick. But the peel is just immaculate, but the melee was more immaculate.
Yeah, they're going to be able to find that that pick onto Vibendo, but still, Short Bus have the advantage for the moment, and with the Kitsune Rush being invested here, they are going to try to keep pushing forward, try to push it out, try to take this fight. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go between them and a victory here. Shadow, as they're still trying to fight it out. Turtle Boy so low, going to get out of there for the moment, but no, Raven's going to go down. Vibendo with the pick is massive.
I mean, yeah, just again, what was I saying earlier? Vibendo seems to just be doing the absolute most on this Ana for this whole series. A character you would not think would be so easy to get value on in this particular meta, but they are just doing the most with it. Turtle Boy going in with this EMP.
Yeah, now they come in here, Zen with the pick on to Smash as they might be able to find more. They do. Akaza gonna go down as well, right? So this should just be back into back into the control for YE Snowfall for the moment.
For the moment, you would think you really want to get this pick on the Necrise, though. Yes, that's exactly what you want to do. Stagger out this Diva. You got to do the most you can possibly do right now because you're looking at 48 seconds left. You want to get the checkpoint in this next fight. So just really try and get as much value as you can here as soon as you can. You want to see Raven probably getting an early pick on this Pulse Bomb. Otherwise, you're going to have a difficult time getting a kill after this, before this point gets capped.
Turtle Boy going down is massive. They are going to get the forward spawns, though. It's big. That's big for YE Snowfall, right? 20 seconds to go. They've got, about 46 meters to overtake. Vibendo is going to go down, though. Rally invested here. Smash going to fall down here as well. We're going to get in overtime fight to really take this map.
And I mean, the big key here is that Short Bus did force it back a good bit, so you do have to walk a little ways before you start getting this forward progress. Akaza still alive here, going to be resetting with their team, getting close on this Pulse Bomb. Yeah, I think the key here is going to be, I think this Pulse Bomb has to be eaten by Akaza. Like, Zen has to eat this Pulse Bomb to really give their team a good chance. Like, Akaza's been getting too much value on this ultimate.
Is now, Dinks is gonna go down there. Pulse Bomb gonna come in. Well, you know what? We might be headed to a map number 5 here, with the picks just coming through from YE Snowfall now. Necrise, though, still alive, and the self-destruct going to be invested. Not gonna really do much. The respawns need to come back. They need to get a touch. Akaza is there. Recall comes in. Still, there's an opportunity. Turtle Boy is low. They need to stay on the point, and they've got the respawns. Overclock coming in. They still have a chance, and it looks like they've taken it as they come back from spawn. Short Bus takes it, and well, you know what? They take the grand finals as well, as they're taking YE Snowfall to school with a 4-0 sweep.
I mean, I got to shout out every single player from Short Bus here. They did a fantastic job throughout this entire series. Necrise having the flexibility to go off of that classic Doomfist and run the Diva just as well. They know how to use that defense matrix so well, know when to dive, and all of those things put together. Dinks doing a fantastic job on that Kiriko for the entirety of this series. Vibendo, as I said, playing the Ana, that's usually an easily diveable target, not being an easily diveable target. You didn't even have a Brig with you most of the time, and you still were just kind of an impenetrable character for a majority of this series. And then, I mean, Akaza, NRG, and Smash, the combination of the three, doing a fantastic job on their respective heroes in this series as well. Akaza, I don't think they missed a single Pulse Bomb for this whole time, and it was always right at the moment that they needed it. A point that YE Snowfall could have potentially taken the fight. Then Akaza turns around, sticks the Brigida that's about to use Rally, sticks the Juno that has Orbital Ray available, just turning those fights completely around. I mean, kudos to Short Bus, showing why they're the dominant team in this tier.
Yeah, we're going to add to a short little break here, Shadow. We're going to come back with an interview right after this break, so stick around. You're not going to want to miss that. We're back, everyone, and we've got Smash here from Short Bus. First off, Smash, congratulations on the Grand Finals victory. Smash?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
It's okay. It's okay. First off, first question. I really felt like you guys were focusing out Paradox every single fight, getting that first pick. Was that your decided win con for this series?
Yeah, so once Bobenda was throwing the nades on in the back line, that's when we just knew that was their weak point. So we just followed with that the whole series.
All right, all right. And so my first question is going to be, what was the strategy for putting you in over NRG? Is there any particular reason for that? Like, what's I guess
Oh no, it
prompts
was
that
it was
thought?
just for playtime, honestly. It was no there was nothing going on. I just wanted to play, and so did he. So we just did 2-2.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's the kind of what I figured it was. You didn't swap any of the heroes up or anything, so makes total sense. Uh, how quickly did Necrise swap over? Did Necrise just know like, all right, no more Doomfist? I guess they're just gonna play Tracer Sombra. What was the response to that? Was it just immediately okay? We're just gonna go Diva, and that's gonna be the rest of the series?
Yeah, it was just that. Once we saw Sombra, yeah, that's when the Doom comp was no longer gonna work probably. And then we also thought JQ in the other hand as well, but we just went with Diva in the end.
All right. I want to ask, Vibendo on the Ana really seems like a linchpin for short bus right now. What does Vibendo mean to the short bus squad?
Just the best support. That's all I'm gonna say. So
That's fair. I mean, it showed with his Ana play tonight, and it also showed with your 4-0 victory. Again, congratulations, Smash. I'm going to give you some time to shout out who you want.
I'm gonna shout out my team, Energy for letting me play the last 2 games, and yeah, congratulations to my team. I'm proud of all of them.
All right, Smash. You can go celebrate with your squad and have a happy holidays as well. Um,
Thank you. You too.
Well, all right. It looks like Joker done froze up on us. At least that's what it looks like to me. We've lost Joker. We've lost Joker. So it looks like I'm going to close this one out solo. So that's going to be the last game for season 14 of CGL. It was a good one. I'm really excited to see the next season. We're going to be having a GOATS tournament in the near future. So keep an eye on the server for that. We're going to have announcements for signups. And signups are actually open right now, so that'll be upcoming in the next, I believe it's like couple of weeks is when we'll actually be starting to do the tournament. So be looking out for that. And then I believe you just saw it in the middle of our break there, but the next tournament, season 15, is going to be starting around January or so. So keep an eye out for those signups as well. And we will see you in the next season of CGL. But I'm Shadow. This was Joker. You know, he's kind of gone right now, but that was Joker as well. And we will see you next season.